How's it going? As we're starting up this run, let me tell you a bit about the rules for this. It's going to be quite simple, so I'll keep it short. First rule of the run. I can only deal damage to enemies using pyromancies. This is quite important. Obviously, it's pyromancy only, but there is an exception to this. I'm allowed to summon. Trust me, we're going to need this. Second rule. No glitches or exploits. No infinite soul dupes. None of that jazz. Now, I do use a few skips here and there that cost a few seconds, but it doesn't break the game in any meaningful way, so I'm allowing them. I suppose if you want to be a stickler, you could call them a glitch or an exploit, but realistically, the only advantage I get is not having to bang my head against the wall for longer, running around, specifically Silver Knights. Final rule, I have to kill all bosses. Some of them might pose an issue, but honestly, it's not too bad, as anyone who's tried this or something similar to this will know. Now, with all that out of the way, I've made our character, Pyro. I think it's only suitable that the Pyromaniac will be the one to do this run, don't you? Of course, we picked the Master Key to start because why not, and the Pyromancer class, because again, obligatory for this run. Right then, time to get this started. First, we meet the Obesity Demon. He'll be dead soon enough, don't worry, ignore the jiggle physics. Next, we're going to grab our Estus and then the Pyromancy Flame. The Pyromancy Flame is an interesting catalyst because Pyromancy do not scale with any stats, and instead, Pyromancy Flame is the only catalyst that can be upgraded. That's how you gain more damage. Now we will be leveling Attunement because the Chaos Sorceries, Pyromancies, require 2 slots instead of 1, and they're the strongest, so that's what we'll want to be using. Now then, let's see what we're working with. The Fireball, very basic, very effective. You throw a ball of fire. Don't know what more to say about it. Now then, let's take care of the Asylum Demon real quick. Shouldn't take too long. Damage is pretty decent after all. Pretty decent damage, 147. Not bad for starting off. And a few fireballs later, that's all she wrote. To Lordran we go! Of course, we have to take the only transportation suitable. This damn thing. Yeah, this is gonna be rough, alright. Oh hey, nice view. Not too bad at all. We can see all the places we're gonna die in. Hooray! Now then, with the tutorial actually finished and the run starting properly, I'm going to talk about a few of the items we're going to need to pick up to get this build rolling. First off, we'll pick up the Dark Seance Ring from the Catacombs. It grants an additional attunement slot, which is just a good quality of life to have, especially with Pyromancies, when the Chaos Pyromancies cost 2 slots instead of 1 and are the strongest. Next, the Red Tearstone Ring. It grants 50% extra damage while at or below 20% health. It's a good quality of life to have. It can get you out of a few sticky situations if we're lacking the damage or slots. Now, I don't make use of it much. I was going to use it against Capra Demon. Didn't really work out that way. Finally, we have the Bellowing Dragon Crest Ring. 20% extra damage to sorceries and, crucially, pyromancies at the low cost of 1 ring slot. It's free damage. You'll always want this. Now, there's a few other items we could pick up, sure, like the Crown of Dusk and the Dusk Crown Ring. The former boosts your damage by 20%, but at the cost of 30% reduction on magic defenses. The latter halving your HP, but giving you an extra 50% casts on everything. It extra times it by 1.5, rounded down. Neither really interested me. The first, Fashion Souls, I just wasn't bothered with it. Second half HP in Dark Souls, yeah, no thank you, I wasn't that stuck. We could also grab the Crown of the Dark Sun, which grants 10% extra damage to sorceries, pyromancies, miracles, but I wasn't bothered. Now, with that out of the way, we're down the catacombs heading to get the Dark Seance Ring. 5 to 10 minutes of running and screaming later, and somehow not dying, manage to grab the Dark Seance Ring and make my way out, which is when I get to the stairs and, of course, die. Thank you, Dark Souls. Really loving this. It's going to bode well for the run. And next I pick up the Homeward Bones back in Firelink. That would have been very helpful just now, but I completely forgot about. Then we pick up the Firekeeper Soul to upgrade our healing, because more healing, more gooder, naturally enough. Then Darkroot Basin, pick up Grasscrest Shield, die to this Black Knight a few times. Finally, then remember how to kill him, parry him a few more times, and well, you'll see. Burns life. Good little animation here for this, actually. Look how he quivers and dies. Then 2 Valley of Drakes, picking up the red Tearstone ring. Because, why not? Let's do that done. Back up to the Undead Parish, where we're going to pick up the next Firekeeper Soul very quickly. And, of course, get ganked and die. You might be seeing a common theme here. Oh well, it'll probably get better, maybe. Head down to the lower Undead Burg, cook a doggo on the bonfire. Cause, hey, it's still fire damage, right? Can't give out to me for that. And once that's finished, oh, there's another one, great. Right, now they're dead. Get Griggs for the Bellowing Dragon Crest ring later. Going to be very nice, an extra 20% damage, never complain about that. And with that little delay out of the way, it's time to try Capra Demon. Let's see how this goes. In we go. Dodge past that attack, very nice. Up the stairs, and let's see how this goes. Damn, doggos. Really are 209. 1 fireball down, 7 to go. Where's that other little shit? Where are you? Where are you? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. This guy's down. And now for Capra himself. Let's see what we're working with, shall we? Now we do red Tearstone ring here, so we'll see how it goes. If he'd come out from under that bloody doorway. Let's see. Oh, God. Oh, dear God. Okay, so that isn't going to work. Okay, so I don't think that's enough damage. We did 1 and 1/3 bars health to him. He has 13 bars of health, and that's 117 damage. So we multiply this by 10, we get 1170 HP approximately. Now 6 times 117 times 1.5 is equal to 9 times 117, which is 1053 damage roughly. Which isn't enough. We might be able to get 7 casts off if we kill the doggo. That's still not going to be enough, and we'd have to go down to Blight Town to get power in anyway. So, time for plan B. Milfeater Mandrid. Oh, wait, sorry, I said it wrong. Maneater Mildred. Now, with aid from the true boss of Dark Souls, fall damage, let's see if we can finagle her up onto this elevator and get her to kill herself, kindly. And she's not following me. Okay, now let's see. Dodge past all this crap, up onto the elevator again. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Lovely. Great. Now then, we just have to wait for her to fall off and hopefully die. Please God, let this work. Please God, just let this work. Okay, let's see. Lovely. Next up, get the Poison Mist Pyromancy, which we're going to want later, trust me. And now time for the Spider Lady. We summon the Milfeater, because, of course. And let's see if we get lucky for once. Right, so the NPCs in Dark Souls 1 are well able to solo a lot of bosses. Look at Iron Tarkus, for example. But Mandrid has a tendency to be stupid. You'll see what I mean soon enough. Now, being as good at video games as you've clearly seen, we quickly run in, I'd go into lava, dodge wrong, and quickly get impaled. Well, that's a humanity wasted. Okay, let's try this again. At this point, Mandrid had most of her health gone, did barely any damage to the boss, and I was about to go out. I decided, well, feck it, might as well try for a bit longer. And you know what? I got incredibly lucky. A little while later, She somehow managed to do it. I don't know how. She has very little HP left, but managed it. And I'm not complaining, because there's no way for us to deal damage to her at all. There's one Pyromancy Dark Flame that can deal some physical damage, not enough to kill that boss, and it's in the DLC, which, surprise, surprise, we can't get to yet. Okay, now after that kerfuffle out of the way, we can finally get another Pyromancy. Chaos Fireball. A very good one. It leaves magma on the ground afterwards to deal extra damage. We can also finally upgrade our Pyromancy Flame, which is the only way we're increasing damage, since Pyromancies do not scale with anything. While we're down here, we're picking up Power Within, 40% extra damage at the cost of 1% of your health every second. It's very powerful. Do not underestimate this. From here, we want to give Capra Demon a second try, which, as you can see, is a bit easier this time. That was even without the magma. Both of those times the magma missed, which deals another 2/3 of the damage, I think. Yeah. So while we're doing about 300, a bit over 300 with the fireball, the magma is doing about 200, so it's an extra 66% damage on top of it. So very powerful. We'll head on down to the depths to free our pyromancer friend. Now we finally get the more basic pyromancies. So more casts, more damage. And now the world really our oyster. We can go ahead and just kill all the bosses we want, gather up in bits and bobs, and just prepare ourselves the best we can for the mid-game, where that's where things get interesting. With a newfound confidence, I quickly buy up all the spells I can from our dear friend, and soon after, we're heading back to the asylum. Now, there's another boss left around here, and normally we'd leave until a bit later, but I'm feeling a bit feisty today. So, back by Crow we go. Ah. Right, let's see how we do. Yeah, no, not good. Yeah, great start. Yeah, but all joking aside, once I remember how to actually fight this boy, it's not too bad. Yeah, sure, my strongest spell is only doing 1 bar of its HP, but I've got so many casts now of such things, it's honestly not too bad. And about 5 minutes later, running and screaming, he goes down and gives us a Titanite slab. Normally a very good item, but has absolutely no meaning whatsoever for us. While we're here, we're going to pick up the Peculiar Doll. With this, we'll be able to access the Painted World and a boss. Next up, we want to grab the Bellowing Dragon Crest ring, because like I said earlier, free damage. It's just free damage. I really should have thought about getting that earlier, but yeah. We'll change it to Red Tearstone ring, because really I'm not using it as much as I thought I would. I thought we'd use it for Capra. Turns out, we did not need that thing in the slightest. We quickly dispatched a heretic so I can pick up more Firekeeper souls, so we won't kill our Firekeeper, then head up to the gargoyles because I still have plenty of gas left for them. Now let's see if our flame is hot enough to crack this stone feckers over our knee, shall we? Spoiler, I think we'll do fine. Well, me saying I think, while I'm editing this, you should really be able to guess. Right, power in, let's see what we're working with. Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good damage. By the way, you're not meant to two-shot bosses at this stage. Oh, I love breaking Dark Souls over my knee. Just gives me a fuzzy warm feeling inside. Now then, we ring the bell of awakening, opening up Send Fortress. We'll head on there later, just not quite yet. We've a few other bosses we want to take care of before heading up there and down to Orlando. So then, I guess cue the montage? At least when this giant has finished opening his gate. Look at him, he's trying so hard. Ah, fine, I won't burninate him later. Maybe another time though, maybe. That's Saturday chunk, so that's handy, but not for this run. Another time though, another time that will be very useful. Alright then, onto the butterfly. We shouldn't be too bad here considering we do have range and power in, and hey, that's not in the script. Hey, what you doing? Wait, why'd I emo? God, that wasn't in the script. Hang on, need to retcon that real quick. And the actual try, yeah, 596 damage, that's without the magma. He goes down 3 hits. I don't know why the hell I died the first time, but oh well. The next thing's next. We swiftly dispose of Havel, who doesn't put up much of a fight if I'm being quite honest, and head up and deal with the Taurus Demon. 447 damage, plus another 300 for the magma. Oh, I love to see it. Right, moving on. We head on over to Darkroot Forest to do a small bit of grinding. This is my first time trying to pick up and try out all the pyromancies, so I'm just getting enough souls for that, buying them all from Quailana, enough to upgrade my stuff, just general upkeep. Nothing too interesting here honestly, just killing a few guys over and over again for a few hours. One moment please. God damn it, would you just die already? Just die already. Seriously, bub. Seriously. Thank God. God damn it, you weren't meant to be there. What the hell you think you're doing? I ain't losing 98,000 souls. I ain't. Get the hell back here. Okay, let's correct that real quick. Seriously, this is a weird one. That normally never happens. Next, we keep upgrading our flame. No, in the background, I'm using a few, so even if I don't show it, I'm using a few souls to upgrade my attunement. That's mainly what we're going to want. That's mainly what we want to focus in. We also are upping our HP and stamina a little bit. Not by too much though. Picking up a few more spells from Quailana. We'll be trying out those later. One I really love is Fire Whip. Seriously, that thing is just great. It's a surprising amount of poison damage, honestly. A lot of enemies stunned to it. Next up, the bestest boy. I'm sorry, bub. I gotta do what I gotta do. Hope you can forgive me. He's not too bad, honestly, as you'll see. Got giant tie gaps, which make it a bit hard to throw free aim, and jumps around a bit, so even lock on if you time it wrong isn't great. But aim right, aim true, and that's all you have to do. Goes down pretty quickly afterwards. Oh, don't limp at me. I can't look at that. Next up is Gaping Dragon. For this one, I forgot to kill the wizard who buffs him. So, yeah, that happened. I guess we'll just see how I do, won't we? Yeah, surprise, surprise, actually pretty good. Firestorm does a decent chunk. I nearly get killed repeatedly with a single tap, because again, forgot to kill the wizard. But in the end, it's all for naught, as Fire Whip finishes him off. Yeah, see that? That's the chunky damage we're talking about. God damn, I love Fire Whip. Such a good spell. Now then, taking a quick look at my stats, you can see what I'm planning for. Yeah. 20 health, 25 attunement, and 12 stamina. We want to up that a bit more in future, but for the moment, we don't have to worry about it too much. Moving on to Sense Fortress, with all the optional bosses in the early game killed. We deal with the Firebomb Giant, because although I didn't kill the wizard, I am not dealing with firebombs being flung at me while trying to kill the bloody Iron Golem. Speaking of Iron Golem, yeah, complete pushover. Literally. Dude falls down to 2 fire whips and then eats a whole bunch of Firestorm, which finishes him off. Yeah, I think I might have an overpowered build. What do you think? Hey, what do you think you're doing? Let the hell go of me. I will turn you into s'mores. I swear to God, you with your ball-sack looking head. God damn it. Right then. To Anarlanda we go. After making a quick little pit stop to pick up my favourite armour, the Black Iron set, then we're heading directly to ONS, because we want to be able to warp back to keep upgrading the Pyromancer Flame, since leveling isn't going to increase our damage anymore. got shot in the kneecap, the Silver Knight falls down, and hey, that got through first try. What happens? Here's a little skip I was talking about earlier, which, yeah, it saves me a few minutes. That's about it. Now then, time for ONS. This is my first attempt at him, so of course you can expect I'm going to die several times very horribly. The strategy is simple: combustion to try take down Ornstein, and then longer range attacks for super small so we don't get sat on. Wait, this isn't the script. I'm not be getting this far. Wait a second. Hold up a moment, I'm meant to be dying here. This never happens. Right then, after using 5 Estus and giving up on the combustion plan, we take down Ornstein and go on to super small. Surely I'd choke here, right? Well, yeah, this normally doesn't happen. With the extra range and just hiding behind the pillar, he really can't do too much. This charge attack isn't that hard to avoid, and Fire Whip, a massive poise damage, like I said, takes him out. So yeah, for anyone wondering why I like Fire Whip so much, that's why. It has super high poise damage. Now we have the Lord Vessel, and we can finish upgrading our Pyromancy Flame. Now to get 30 humanity and give them to the Fair Lady. Why are we doing this? Quite simple. Chaos Storm. Probably the strongest pyromancy in the game. If you've seen the Backlogs one-shot contests, you'll know this is a staple. You will absolutely know this is a staple. Now, moving swiftly on, we get egg-headed. This takes a little bit. You have to get grabbed by the guys like Ingi outside, and soon you get this. This allows us to buy Toxic Mist and Poison Mist from Ingi, which we will want later, trust me. And then we ascend our Pyromancy Flame, and then grab the other Firekeeper Scroll I forgot earlier. We'll dive down, grabbing it, and swiftly succumbing to our death. I'm not too miffed about with the Lord Vessel, so it's not that bad. With another death out of the way on this very weird run, we go and kill the Dark Sun himself, Gwendolyn. Yeah, this one, not too bad. After just a light peppering of arrows, we were able to kill him with 2 Fire Whips. I keep telling you, amazing pyromancy. Slightly slower than combustion, but well, a lot more damage. Kind of my bread and butter for this run, if I'm being honest. Combustion's helpful for the mobs, but Fire Whip, it's old reliable for the bosses. Now then, with him out of the way, let's go on to the painted world, shall we? Ooh, pretty picture. What's this material? Is it cloth? The painting is just immaculate. I want to get a closer look. Interesting texture. Oh, wait. What you doing? What you doing? Let go of me. You can't do this to me. I don't want to die. No! Now, with that out of the way, I decided to test out some other pyromancy I haven't really used. First of all, Undead Rapport. In reality, I really should have slapped on Iron Flesh for this, which I didn't really try out in this run, if I'm being quite honest. But, yeah, it's inaccurate to say the least. I cast it like 4 times on this guy and not a thing. I don't know if you can rapport more than one enemy at a time, so I really don't know what the issue is here. Bit jank. And now for another little skip I don't really use, but if you jumping attack this ass, you can just run straight by the Skelly boys. Quite handy. Might use it in the future. Not right now though. We kinda need to get the other pyromancies that are here. Test them out a bit, you know? Speaking of which, we can pick up Fire Surge, a kind of bad spell, I don't like it too much, and then Acid Surge, which is even worse. Now, Fire Surge does about 1 tick of damage per cast. It's low enough damage, but it ticks up pretty quick. Still quite bad, no poison damage, I don't like it too much. And Acid Surge breaks the equipment, only works in PvP, I don't like it. It could have been a Bleed Toxic Mist, which would be way more useful, especially for this run. But no, we can't have nice things here. Now then, on to Priscilla. Yeah, sorry about this, love. Nothing personal, but yeah, have to die. Yeah, this is awkward. This is one application for Fire Surge actually. If you hit her with it, you can actually see where she is. Chaos Firestorm is powerful enough then to knock her out with her invisibility, and Fire Whip. Oh hey, her tail. That never happens. Well, she's dead. Yeah, not much of a challenge. Our build is pretty buffed up and broken at this point. So we commit I Won't Die off a tower, real quick. Down into the ceaseless abyss. Don't worry, we'll be going there soon enough. And next I decide to place a Lord Vessel. Won't take long. Ooh, pretty flame. Please tell me that's the spell. That'd be so good. Wait, what do you mean it's not? Oh. Next for the Hydra in Dark Group, so we can get to DLC pretty soon. We need a particular Pyromancy there to make this run actually possible. Goes down fairly easy. Next, the Golem, which, again, complete pushover. Even with the extra defense the water gives him, combustion just melts him down. Yeah, my Pyromancy Flame is pretty buffed up at this point. We also pick up the Crown of Dusk, and we got the Dusk Crown ring from the Hydra, which we're not using. Then we pick up the Broken Amulet, so we can... oh, Pendant, sorry. Quick run in with Seath. We die. Hey, at least we're not cursed. We quickly burn our way out. Oh hey, that actually hits outside the bars. That normally doesn't happen. And then we run straight to Seath. Trust me, there's nothing in the Grand Archives or Crystal Caves worth seeing. I just bull rushed through. Hardly even killed anything. There's the Scaleless Kinslayer himself. Let's put him out with misery, shall we? A quick roly-poly into his crystal. I shit myself when I see the crabs coming in that are going to kill me. Quit out, restart again, and... wait a second. Crystal's already broken. Huh. Odd, but hey, won't question it. Quick buff up, and let's end this quickly, shall we? Little Chaos Storm here. Oh, god damn it. That's the one move that can hit us there. The one. Okay, let's try this again. A few more fireballs. Come on. And dead. Wasn't too bad, but that AoE blast is the only thing that hit you there. Bit annoying, alright. Now then, we maxed out our Pyromancy Flame, which is very good, and head on down to Spooky Town. It's time for the Four Lords, which is a DPS test. Of course, shouldn't be too bad, right? Oh, where the hell that come from? Okay, I'm sure that won't be a recurring theme. Well, after a few more deaths, to be quite honest. I don't know, I just didn't get close enough. I finally remembered how to fight these guys, shoving my face right up into their spiny pinecone chest, and blasting them 1v1. Again, I just love Fire Whip. It's just so good. So good. Now, if you're wondering why we're not using Chaos Storm down here, well, the Abyss plays just makes it break completely. It just will not work. It's really weird. And we finish off with Fire. Hey, I actually used Fire Surge once. My god. You can actually one-shot the Four Kings with Fire Surge, and I'm never doing that. Soon after I fix my fashion souls the best I can, golem leggings, gauntlets, and then the crimson is it helm? The crimson robes for the rest. Not too bad, I don't think. The black iron was the alternative. It's a bit lighter, but doesn't offer as good defense, and the pair look very similar. Alright then, time for Pinwheel. This surely can't be too bad. So, foreshadowing is a literary device. Oh hey, I'm using Fire Surge again. Oh hey, I'm dead. Yeah, I died to Pinwheel, and also killed the Pinwheel. Look, this run is just weird, alright? I don't know. So I died to Pinwheel more times than I did Ornstein and Smo. Great. Okay then, with that embarrassing death out of the way, time for Bone Daddy. Yeah, this should be fun. Strategy for this is simple. Stay at the front, kill the weaker skellies whenever they get up, wait for Nito to drag his sorry ass over to us, and Chaos Storm. Because Chaos Storm. I also got Toxics here because I cannot for the life of me dodge his Scream sword into the ground attack. But they don't really matter too much because, again, Pyromancy is perfectly balanced with no flaws whatsoever. Hooray! Okay, DLC time. Let's get this done with. Ooh, pretty. Let me touch it real quick. Ooh, very. What the hell is that? Why does he attack? Why does it have teeth on its hands? What gorilla arm is this? Let go of me! Let go of me! No. Okay, yeah. Anyway, Sanctuary Guardian. Not much to talk about. You know the strat by now. We Chaos Storm. When that doesn't kill it, we finish it off with a Fire Whip. Very simple stuff. Very effective. Really not too much of a challenge. Again, first try. Have I mentioned I love Fire Whip? I don't think I have. Okay, Ardorius. Right. So, anyone who's played Dark Souls can probably guess what happens next. If you haven't, you can still probably guess what happens next. Yeah, so got greedy, got punished. That is the basic of this. I thought I could have swung out of his buffing phase, didn't work, and I got slammed. Yeah, Artorias is always a tough one, and I've had a habit of getting greedy now because I've gotten away with all the other bosses. I'm not going to get away with him, he's too quick for that. I get off with Chaos Storm whenever I can. I'm not going near him while he's buffing now because it's just not worth it. Instead, I'm often to keep range and hit when I can. I shouldn't have hit there, but never punished. It's also important to note when I don't have to invest in any stats, I can actually pump into health a bit. And after 4 or 5 deaths, I finally cop onto myself and kill him. Honestly, not that hard when you know him. It's just I had to stop being greedy. Next, I scurry my ass about the abyss to pick up Black Flame. This is what we came to DLC for. Black Flame is basically Great Combustion, dealing slightly less damage, but it's partially physical. Now, because the boss isn't the only thing any boss is immune to in Dark Souls 1 is fire damage, this is important. Ceaseless is one example. You need to hit Ceaseless 5 times to do the skip. We have 8 casts of Black Flame. It's not, as you can see, the physical damage is incredibly poor, but we can hit enough times to do the cheese drop. So that's that sorted. I did say I'm doing all bosses. So you might be able to see the issue. Fire Sage Demon isn't immune to fire for some reason. Centipede Demon is, so he is the problem. I have some semblance of a plan. We'll just have to see if it works or not. Yeah, it's a bit scuffed, alright. Anyway, Fire Sage Demon, nothing really to talk about. Chaos Storm, Fire Whip, goes down like all the rest. Oh hey, I used Black Flame here. My mistake. Yeah, goes down like a pile of bricks. It's really not too bad. Now for the actual toughie. Centipede Demon. Oh, I forgot to do Sunbrow's Crest line. Right, let's speedrun this shit. Talk to him in the Undead Parish. In Orlando. After that, we head back to the Sunlight Altar. Isn't too bad with the Lord Vessel at least. Finally, we can summon him. Sunbrow. Now, for anyone wondering, the part of the strat is with Poison Mist and Toxic Mist we don't have enough casts of to trigger Toxic. Poison Mist we have 6 casts of, which is enough to trigger it twice. Does not deal enough damage to him. Centipede Demon has over 3000 HP, you don't have enough damage. We do, how many is it? It's like 45 damage per cast of Black Flame, times that by 8. Plus the damage from Poison Mist, it isn't enough, so we had to call in the big gun. This would be what I thought to be the main challenge of the run. We can do hardly any damage to this thing, we're going to have to rely on Solaire. And NPCs are kinda dumb, and Solaire isn't really good at this fight, even if we can support him a bit. So I'm leaving this mostly in full because I want to talk my way through it. We are trying to bait him over towards the side, and now we're trying to poison him very quickly. Any damage is good damage. I get off 3 casts, which soon enough poison him. Now it might be possible with 2, I'm not overly sure. Then a few black flames, which 45 damage a piece. I missed 2 of them, I believe, but doesn't matter too much. Slayer's doing a good job tanking. Again, I tried Toxic Mist, but it's all for naught. Soon enough though, Slayer has him taken down. Yeah, this was a first try. I really wasn't expecting it. Slayer is normally horrible this fight. I've tried doing him just Slayer before. No good at all. Now, that out of the way, the rest is really smooth sailing. To thank Slayer, we killed the false son he's been chasing. Might leave him upset, but hey, at least it'll stay him. Then we get killed by Kirk, who shouldn't have been there. God damn it, I had to be human for this. And soon enough on the run back we can meet our poor old son bro. Did I make the right decision? I'm not too sure anymore. At least he's safe, even if he's broken. Which is better, to be broken and safe, or lost and happy? I don't know, man. I just work here. Anyway, kill the Witch of Isolith. We pick up Chaos Fire Whip, which I should be really excited about, but honestly it's kind of crap, especially for the bosses we have left. I'm generally facing up and the magma isn't able to hit, and then it's 2 slots as well. Does the exact same damage as Fire Whip. So yeah, 2 slots for damage I'm not even getting, I'm not too hectic about. Right, then this one, Bed of Chaos. Yeah, we roll into the 2 things side by side. Bulbs, wherever they are, not too hard. And then it's just a black flame to the face of the bed. Again, it's not too bad. The main thing about Bed of Chaos is it's just the parkour. It's so annoying. I managed to do it without dying this time because I've kind of learned it after beating the game like 12 times. But it was mostly just fluke. If I got slapped wrong I'd be dead. Okay, Calamite. I was expecting this one to be tough enough. Calamite is a chunky boy, and with the DLCs liking to boost up the elemental resistances of all bosses, thought I'd pose a challenge. As you can see here, we got off the 3 casts on him with the bit of magma, and it doesn't do much at all. Like, seriously, that's abysmal damage. I was a bit worried, but then again, it's just Calamite and I have range on him. So a couple of side strafes, a couple of dodges, and we're not too bad. Yeah. Okay then, for the hardest boss of the game and the one boss in the Soul series I have beaten, and I'm still terrible at for some goddamn reason, Malice of the Abyss. I both love and hate this boss fight so very much. This is the one boss in the game I just can't learn for the life of me. You'll soon see what I mean. Now, if I had to tell you how many times I died to this overgrown monstrosity, I honestly wouldn't be able to tell you. Too many. First, I get too greedy, forgetting about the massive damage he can deal. Then get caught in this wombo combo. This is the thing. Once I get caught by this, I'm dead, because I have to, I can't avoid it. I can't avoid it, I don't know why. Rest attacks, not too bad. That particular combo, cannot. I fought him, I don't know, 20 times, and every time I died to that damn combo. Anyway, I'm not putting all those deaths in because this is long enough as is, so this is the run. I got less greedy than usual and just ran about screaming like a maniac, getting in chip damage when I could. Surprisingly enough, I did it in, 5 Estus, which I really was not expecting. As you can see, Chaos Storm is still MVP, and I'm finishing off with Fire Orb. Fire Orb is Chaos Great Fireball, but without the magma, and it's 1 slot. Same damage, again. Tends to be a common theme. Now then, time for the final boss. Gwyn. My favourite. And Gwyn, as anyone who's played this will know, isn't too bad. Quick parry and a bat, does a big chunky bit of damage, And hey, I died. Yeah, so the thing with Gwyn, he hits fast, he hits hard, you can dodge him fairly easily and counter-attack with a normal weapon. This weapon isn't normal. And on the run back, thank you Dark Souls. Now, this is where the issue lies. The footage of me actually killing him got corrupted. Yes, that's fun, and I'm not replaying this again, so sorry, but yeah, it's not too interesting, honestly. You've seen how much damage a single black flame did. I just actually started dodging and did that a few more times. Otherwise, thanks for watching. Sorry about that bit at the end, it's a bit embarrassing, but I had a power cut. What can I do? Now then, the Pyromancer should let us bounce. No, I'm not doing immolation only. I seen what that shit did to the lemon. I might do Dark Souls 2 run next, but my god, I'm not touching immolation. No, you can't make me. I seen the pain that man went through. He is far, far more patient than I ever will be. Anyway, that's me all done, at least for now. Seriously, if you got it this far, I truly appreciate it. Sorry if the quality is a bit crappy. First time I'm using a damn microphone off a computer for this. Anyway, best of luck.